Welcome to Four Crazy Minds. I'm Destry Dex Brown.
I'm Shay Drollinger.
I'm Eric Meekum.
Bradley Trisdale.
And
Why
we've
do you
got
guys
special
like to hang out with me? I have no idea.
And we've got our special guest, Jim Burke. And this is part 3 of
Premiere episode.
episode 1. So, what's the topic for this one?
Not Batman.
No, definitely not Batman. We'll say.
Who's your favorite comic book character?
There we go.
Yeah,
You've been waiting to go
that's
into
fun.
nerd.
Yeah, we've
culture.
been waiting for nerds.
Oh, jeez.
My time to shine.
Harvey Pekar from American Splendor. That's a graphic novel. That doesn't count.
Well, technically.
I don't know.
The sad thing is, I'm nerdy enough to know what he's talking about.
I don't know. I love American Splendor, like Robert Crumb, but I love Harvey Pekar's writing and stuff. So, yeah, that would be me. Which way are we moving? Clockwise, counterclockwise?
All right, I'll go
Brad.
next. Oh, jeez.
Favorite
You know-
comic book character that started out as a comic book character?
Call me un-American, but Captain Britain.
Captain Britain.
I love that
He's
guy.
good.
I'm a Spawn fan.
Spawn was awesome.
Spawn was cool.
I first got into comic books reading Silver Surfer.
Blasphemies.
So
I
you
know.
just had to start with the most
But
OP,
you had to start
biggest
with
dick
OP.
swinging guy.
Of
You
course, people that read Superman started out OP.
Oh,
So
don't get me started
I
on
grew up in a
Supes.
severe,
Overpowered.
well, not severe, but a very religious family.
And they let you read Silver Surfer?
One day, my dad brought me home this pure white comic book. It's but issue 1.
You had an issue 1 Silver Surfer?
What'd you do? Wipe your ass with it?
Hollow foil front, all white. You can
Oh,
barely
issue
see
1
it.
of the reprint.
Yeah.
Ah.
So I was gonna say we're gonna choke this guy.
I was going to say, issue 1 Silver Surfer's back in 60s?
No. It was one of the reprints.
Okay.
Still, though. Good
So, Silver Surfer's your favorite.
I don't know if he's.
Who's your current
Yeah,
favorite
who's your favorite?
character?
Carol
Yeah.
Danvers.
I gotta go with Captain
Come on,
Marvel.
you're all over Captain Marvel or originally Miss Marvel.
Yeah. Thank you. Mine, I would say Tank Girl.
It's either Captain Marvel or Gambit.
No, you do
Gambit
like
is a badass.
Getting his own movie.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Channing Tatum.
Oh,
Yeah, he plays a good Gambit. Yeah. I'm still rooting for the Captain Britain movie that's never going to come out. But I'll take a Black Panther
Not in
movie.
the United States.
Yeah. But I'll take a Black Panther movie all day, I mean.
Captain Britain isn't even a title you can pick up in the United States without special order.
He comes in every now and then in other
Every once in
things,
a
but
while.
you don't see a lot of him. I mean, you see a lot of his sister.
You know who I like? That I think Nathan Fillion should play in a movie? Captain Canuck.
Interesting.
You know, a while back he did have another run of comics. I don't remember how long ago, but it was fairly recent. Some Captain Canuck came out.
Yeah, I mean, Captain Canuck is the Canadian version of Iron Man.
Oh, yeah.
With the name of Captain America and a big-ass maple leaf on his suit.
I guess technically the first comic book I ever read was Archie.
Archie Comics.
Archie
home-
Comics.
My favorite
Oh,
Sonic the
have
Hedgehog
you-
comics.
Have you read any of the Haunted Archie?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Archie's dead.
Yep. New thing on Netflix, Riverdale.
Sucks. Because they went from taking Archie comics being funny Archie comics
Too serious.
to being serious teen drama,
Yeah.
which disappoints me in the CW.
Yeah, but you got to think of this. I mean, it might be serious teen drama, but what we view as serious teen drama isn't even, like, real drama anymore. That's all jokes.
Well, no, this is what teenagers would watch and think of as actual drama.
Yeah, they don't have
It's
real drama anymore.
kind of awful.
Yeah.
I mean, watch it if you feel up to it, but I mean, and they keep the same names: Archie, Veronica.
Yep, they keep all the
Jughead.
same names. They don't even try to hide it or anything. It's
No,
boom, it's
yeah,
Archie.
This
Here
is
it
Archie.
And it's, I don't know. I like the fact that, we got an Archie on TV. Great, but
I'd
whether or
like
not
to
it's
see.
good.
I'd like to see a TV series, animated TV series of Tank Girl.
Never.
On
it'd have to be on HBO,
or
yeah,
Showtime
yeah,
or
you
something
wouldn't
like
be
that.
able to get that on
just
tape,
a short
regular cable.
mini series or something. I'd
Couple
love to
3
see.
episodes.
But
OVA.
the guy that drew Tank Girl is all Jamie Hewlett. Is also the guy that does all the artwork and drawing and animation for the Gorillas.
Yep.
That's why they look so much alike. And you got to see Tank Girl naked sometimes, so that's always fun.
that's always good for you.
Yeah. And if it's not Tank Girl's my favorite, but if not Tank Girl, I'm totally and utterly obsessed with Harley Quinn.
You and everyone else's grandfather.
Well, see, I was into Harley Quinn since 1993 when she
You were back
debuted.
into Mr. J and all that good stuff. The old Harley.
The old Harley didn't ever go Mr. J.
From
No,
Batman the Animated
Mr.
Series.
J.
Yeah, back when.
Batman the Animated Series,
Yeah.
the original Harley Quinn.
And now she's
The
a hero.
day I saw her, I went, I love this character.
You popped a war boner. That's what happened.
Well, I probably popped a 5-year-old chubby, but
You carried a flag into battle and you're like, this is who I fight for.
That's such a great
Yes.
Batman voice, though. Kevin Conroy, right? On Batman.
Kevin Conroy, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's I don't know. Just voice-wise, I don't know. There's a better Batman.
The Joker, Mark Hamill.
Oh,
Hamill, yeah.
Come on,
Oh,
fucking
that-
Luke
yeah, that was-
Skywalker himself.
God, that's a great Joker voice.
You know, I've
Kevin-
always
Kevin-
said-
He will always be the Joker to me.
Yeah, me
I've
too.
always
Kevin
said-
Conroy, Batman, though. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I've always said my 2 favorite Jokers, other than the animated, of course, which is going to be Mark Hamill. So, Mark Hamill. And then I love Jack Nicholson.
yeah.
Jack
I
Nicholson
feel like
played
if
it
the-
up.
those
Perfect.
two got together, you could make an entire the Joker series.
The
Right.
Jack Nicholson style, the Jack Nicholson look with the voice
of Mark
of
Hamill.
Mark Hamill.
That's the Killing Joke right there. That's
Yeah.
that's how it should be.
That's
that's what I
exactly
imagine.
what
Have
it
you
would be.
seen Killing Joke?
No,
I have it on my computer. The
it's
full
good.
movie.
Huh.
It's
Not seen it yet.
it's animated and it's
dark.
awesome. It's hard.
It's original.
It has
sticks
rape.
to the material, too.
It has rape. It's
They-
rated R.
They don't say that he rapes her, but
No,
They
say
did-
he says, "I raped your daughter."
did he?
In the old comics, too. I mean, it was fairly obvious. One of my favorites, I
think,
know
I
I
don't know. I
should.
haven't seen it in a while.
I shouldn't laugh about it, but I do every
No,
time.
he says he's seen her naked.
Oh yeah, okay, maybe that's what it was.
I laugh about it every time I see it, and especially with the film. When Commissioner Gordon looks at Batman and goes, "Have you seen my daughter?" And every time I'm just like, "Yeah, yes.
He saw her before she got shot.
Oh, yeah, you saw her already."
Yeah,
Some unfortunate stuff there.
And see, that's another character. It's not Barbara, but Batwoman.
Batwoman brought her in as a love interest for Batman because they were saying that Batman was homosexual.
And it turns out she's the homosexual.
Turns out she's the homosexual. When
Well, back in the day,
she was in the 50s and she had a short little run. Then they got rid of her. Then they brought her back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and she was gay.
Yep. Back in the day, you had the quote unquote, not official, but super couple of Batman, Superman, and they had their own kid. Like they had kids. You had Bruce Wayne Jr. and Clark Kent Jr., who were featured in a comic where I don't think it was an Amazon place, but they went somewhere and it was ruled entirely by women.
It was in a bottle,
Yep.
and they lost their powers.
And they spent that entire episode bashing women. Just
Yeah.
not all physically. I mean, there was some physical hitting.
Yeah,
But it was
just
literally just
talking down about women.
Oh, yeah. They were sexist as hell.
Yep, Batman and Superman totally.
Did the finger touching the Meekum loves to do right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you could.
Fingertip to fingertip. That's what they did.
They pink kryptonited up pretty hard.
Pink kryptonite.
Oh, come on. We all remember the different types of kryptonite. I mean, seriously, if you're going to fight Superman, use pink kryptonite. He's going to end up slobbing your knob. That's how you beat him.
Putting it in your butt.
I do not remember pink kryptonite being canon.
It is.
It is. It was back, and he hit on one of the
Jimmy
reporters, Jimmy Olsen. Correct.
Oh God.
Yep, he flew
What
in.
issue was this? Because I want to read it.
This was Silver Age, if I remember right.
Silver Age, they weren't allowed to talk about homosexuality.
I'm going to put a TV
it was
show in
either
here real
silver or
quick.
gold.
Seinfeld. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Just
Yeah. Well, there's nothing wrong with it at all. But back then,
Some of my best friends are gay. Look
Yeah.
at Brad.
oh, that hurts. Just because you never see me with a female.
Ever.
No, never.
I mean, there's that one you rented that you brought around one time.
Yeah. I didn't rent her. She was renting me. I was an
Crap,
apartment
you were giving
fixture.
her money. That is you paying for it and not getting it.
That's called life.
I
That's
know.
called my life.
That's called weekend at
Brad's.
Brad's.
Called marriage.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what that is. I try to skip all the, fun stuff and go straight for the...
You were married without being married.
Another comic book that I really like is Lady Death.
Oh, you love your Lady Death. I remember
She
when
was
you
a
showed it
sidekick
to
to
me.
Evil Ernie for a while.
Yep, that was her original thing.
Evil Ernie.
Well, you have Evil Ernie, and then somewhere in this house, I still have what CJ gave to me, the original character from before Invader Zim, the guy who made that. I don't remember.
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac.
Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. I have the
John
full
Velasquez.
collection there. Yep. Beautiful work. I mean, as messed
Beautiful
up
artwork
as it is.
and amazing story.
It is. It truly is.
Yeah, and you could only buy it at Hot Topic.
I still have it somewhere in this house.
I have issue 1 somewhere in my house. Well,
So
my old house.
yeah.
So
Now we've been doing a
Mice
lot of.
probably got to that.
We talk a lot about DC, and I can honestly
I
say
like
I'm not
comics.
I'm not a big DC guy, but at the same time, there's some things that I really like. It's not DC particular; it's part of the subsidiaries. Static Shock, his whole universe is one of my favorite things. Like not just heroes. Like what do you guys like? Locations. I mean, we all know Gotham. We all know Metropolis. Like.
Central City.
That is
City.
such
What-
a ridiculous name. I have to
What are some of your
Seaside City.
favorite areas?
Central City is actually, if you look at it geographically, Central City is St. Louis, Missouri.
Yep.
Yeah, but they could have came up with a better name.
Then you've
Well, there's
got
Star City, Coast City, which is literally
Yeah.
on the coast.
Coast City is where Aquaman's from. Star City is where
Well, Aquaman's
Green-
Atlantis.
Well,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
but he's
Yeah.
based out of
Aquaman sucks.
Well, see.
Fuck Aquaman.
Yeah, we're gonna
Aquaman
hear
sucks. Air pound it. No, fuck it. We're really
We'll
gonna
get
pound
real
it.
pound.
Back in the day when, Aquaman had all
Mine-
the powers of Superman, but
My
no one
favorite
cared.
one's Bloodhaven.
Bloodhaven, that, a lot of people don't really talk about that.
Good draw on the TV series.
here's something.
They talk about Bloodhaven in
Yep.
Originally was a
Arrow.
comic.
Oh,
it was,
yeah.
it was Life in Hell that Matt Groening did. But where is Springfield on The Simpsons?
Nobody knows.
It's
yeah.
not a specific area. They touch on that in the Family Guy crossover
It's
episode. They're
supposedly-
like, well, we're going to Springfield. Where at? I don't think we're allowed to say.
It's there's one episode I think I don't know which.
Did
one.
you know there's a Springfield in every state?
Yeah. Oh really? Oh okay.
Yes.
That's
Yep.
interesting.
That's one of the reasons they chose Springfield as the name.
I remember one episode
Because
where
you
Lisa
can't
says,
iconically put it anywhere.
you-
Now,
if-
of course, it's got the...
Lisa
there's-
says something along the lines, if you watch the clues, you can figure out where it is. But
Yeah.
that's
There's
not my
a
favorite
Lincoln
show, so.
in half of the states,
Springfield in every state, though.
except for Alaska or Hawaii.
Which is funny because they do a
The lower 48.
episode of the movie they go to
Alaska.
Alaska.
Right.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't mean to bring up something so heavy. So.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes. Oh, it totally.
yes.
Oh, it hurts so bad
That's
when we
devastating.
Yeah, I'm
talk about
sorry.
the child abuse of Simpsons.
So I kind of want to talk about how bad Fox is with the X-Men movies. And how bad they killed the Fantastic Four.
But
Like, to the
First
point
off,
where,
Fantastic Four suck.
like, here's the thing. They did so poorly with the Fantastic Four movies that Marvel said, we're not going to make a comic book unless you sell it back to us.
they've made
And
some stuff, but they
And-
haven't done a.
Or that Fan Four Stick.
Oh,
the
you
new
mean the
Fan
newer
Four
one
the new
that takes
Fantastic
place in
Four?
a different universe?
Yes.
And so they've been kind of they've been mentioning the Fantastic Four, but like in Civil War II, they mention them.
Yeah, they don't actually have their
They
own
don't
comic,
make an
but they
appearance.
show up. And
They don't
stuff.
even make an appearance.
Not since the Franklin Richard incident where that he was the last thing that I recall. I don't quote me on it. 'cause
Franklin
there's been-
Richards.
Yes,
The
the most
mutant?
powerful mutant in the world.
Yeah, Warp Reality.
Yep. The last big thing was him sitting under a blanket, just tinkering with his own little universe.
I do that sometimes.
But it was shortly after the newest Fantastic Four movie where they completely changed like everything.
But
Alternate universe.
Yep.
So
I don't
they
care.
have an
you
excuse.
see, you want to bash the Fox on the X-Men, but that
I like
defined
the X-Men.
that defined Wolverine's character. Like he became so
Have
popular.
you seen Logan?
That's a good
People
movie.
cry.
Oh my god.
Everyone
See
cries.
Logan. It
That's
is
fucking
fucking amazing.
Now is this supposed to be like Old Man Logan?
Yeah.
No,
well,
technically no. This
no.
is before Old Man
Because I
Logan.
would
This
say
is just Logan. This is their
when
own
I think
thing.
Old Man Logan, I think Inbred Hulks.
Yeah, no.
No, this is just Logan.
No.
This is their own thing. A different take.
Technically, this is Logan when he's older.
This is their way of the.
I
death
can't.
before.
I can't explain it without spoiling it.
Okay,
Go ahead, I don't care.
okay. Here's the deal. A while back, they came out with the Death of Wolverine comic, and this was
Which
when.
is where X-23 takes over.
Hang on.
Yes.
we'll
and
get there.
X-23 is in this.
And they
And
were
she's so
going.
cute.
They wanted
Yeah,
to end at Logan because we all know that he's changed.
Aw,
They're
who
changing
doesn't
the
want to have a 12-year-old daughter that has 2 claws that comes out of her hands and foot claws?
and a
Because
rage problem.
that's the female of the species.
Yeah. But the thing about it was, this is the last of that Wolverine, of him playing Wolverine. So
Well, yeah, because he said he won't do Logan again unless Marvel makes the movie.
correct. And so they have to end it with something, and they can't do specific old Logan because old Logan never really dies. But in the newer one, you had the death of Wolverine.
Adamantium poisoning and
Yeah, but they had the death of Wolverine, which revealed that at some point he can lose his healing factor. So they
because
took
he's
that
being
and run
poisoned by
off
adamantium.
with they ran off with the idea and did the Logan movie, which is the death of Wolverine, the rise of the New Mutants, which honestly
I can't wait
get,
for New Mutants.
Yeah, I cannot get through the Logan movie
Without shedding a
with
tear.
Patrick Stewart, aka Charles Xavier. Like Xavier, like everything about the character, from comics to movies, TV shows, like he's such a pivotal point, and every single time they find a different way to kill him, which makes you cry every time,
Dude, it's bad.
and it hurts.
It's bad.
Little parts of my nerdist
God.
die every time I see it, and then they bring him back just to toy with you.
Oh, but they didn't bring him back this time.
Oh no, you kind of can't come back from.
Yeah, you don't come
Dude,
back
that's so
from
fucking
Clone
sad.
Wolverine. Ching, ching, shink, snick, snick, snickety, snick.
That was so bad.
Way to throw in the Deadpool throw off there, snick snickety snick.
Like, it was bad.
Fighty time, blood, blood, blood.
We got there's another thing you want to talk about Fox and movies. You got Deadpool.
I
They didn't
love
make
Deadpool.
They didn't, but they got permission to use the rights of a character that they had still held on to.
No, they gave permission.
That's what I just said.
No.
They gave.
No, you said they had the rights. But the thing is the Deadpool movie did it right.
The Deadpool
Yeah.
movie did it right, And the fact that
So the fact is,
this Colossus looks the most like any Colossus
And sounds perfect.
and sounds perfect. Negasonic Teenage Warhead is
That's not her power. That is not her power.
No, but she looks so much like her.
Yeah, she does. It's good. So good.
Like, seriously, Sinead fucking
that was one of
O'Connor.
my favorite Marvel moments is, hey kitty, have you ever played Street Fighter? As if I would play Shidouken!
Yeah. With the uppercut.
Let's let our guest get in on the
Oh, yeah.
conversation.
Our guest is hanging out, getting relaxed at this point, sipping on apple juice still. So.
Apple juice.
Now, Eric, you used to be a pretty big name.
Used to be.
So, I'm sure you're just sitting back here. You've got some.
I'm sure you've seen every comic book movie that's come out.
Oh, I know. I'm fairly certain you
Ah,
have.
pretty much.
Your kids go gaga for the.
My
The
Kid goes gaga for
Avengers.
Frozen.
Oh God, the Frozen spam. I'm glad that's over.
Give it time. Give it
Oh,
time.
my kid was so obsessed with Frozen forever. And now her big thing is Moana.
Yep.
Your kid, I have to deal with Shay. It's like a bigger kid that tries to learn the
Hey,
words.
Shay is uncle to my Shay is uncle to my daughters. My youngest loves everything that he loves.
That's got to be adorable, though. That's nice.
You gotta admit, you liked that Let It Go death metal one I brought.
From Betraying the Martyrs.
That was
yes,
alright.
I love their stuff, though. Getting back to comics, because
Okay, I want to discuss, who here has seen Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
shut up. No, shut up. We
Matthew
haven't seen it.
yet?
Shut up.
Nope.
We'll talk about this on a different podcast.
Okay.
When we all get to see it.
When I offer to
Spider-Man
take
Homecoming is here.
Is it? Oh,
I don't. Okay, I'm gonna say it.
I like the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies.
Oh,
I'm gonna say it.
that bad?
Spider-Man's not my favorite hero because
not my favorite either, but the way they're
He
doing
gets-
him here is right.
right, but he gets so much for being, Spider-Man. Stan Lee's Spider-Man. I get the Spider-Man thing, but out of all the characters that they have to have these awesome villains, awesome powers, awesome stories, you give it to plain old worst person ever, Peter Parker.
He's not the worst person ever.
He killed his first girlfriend.
Accidentally.
Oh,
Okay.
accidentally me.
I gotta mention something, because it's
And
something...
and from then on, he has always caught people with multiple webs.
Yeah.
Alright, so, and Brad can attest to this, it's so nice to be able to talk about comic books and not have Silver Age shoved down your throat.
Yes, for a while we lived with someone who believed wholeheartedly that Silver Age is the best set of comics ever, and he kept saying nobody ever died in Silver Age, nobody got hurt in Silver
Gwen
Age.
Stacy was Silver Age.
Gwen Stacy was the end of Silver Age.
Still Silver
It was
Age.
the turnover point. But I have an attestament to that, and Shay knows all about this. It was the Phantom. He's never stopped killing, and he never will. He's always injured somebody in every
This
age.
person's argument was, well, you never see it.
You see it all the time.
You see him shooting, and then it's just assumed that he killed the guy.
Because he never left anyone alive.
But see, the Phantom isn't superhero. The Phantom is neo-noir. Actually, it's not even neo-noir. It's noir.
But it's part of
It's
Silver
part
Age
of
of
Silver Age.
Noir.
it's part of the Silver Age of comics.
It's part of the.
Fair enough.
He was the original superhero per se. One of them. I mean, you can say that he's noir. You can say that he's
He
technically
He
an
was more of a
anti-hero.
private detective.
Correct, but he was still a hero to most people. He was a
I think you're thinking
superhero.
of the Shadow.
No, I'm thinking of the
And
Phantom.
who I remember,
outfit.
I remember growing up listening.
Purple outfit is the Shadow.
No.
that's the Phantom.
The Phantom has a purple outfit with a little
Skull.
part
Oh yeah,
of
little
the
skull
leopard print and the
And see,
skull.
I
ring.
remember growing up listening to the Shadow radio shows.
Yeah, and the
Oh,
Shadow is noir too. But the Phantom is noir.
But that doesn't exclude him from.
Doesn't
the-
exclude him. He's still a masked hero.
It had the coolest intro. Who knows what lies in the dark? The shadow knows. And it had this, like, deep, almost Eric-style voice.
Come
Yeah.
up again.
And
come
it
up
was
forever.
just great. And that's what because I had this counselor at church camp. And he'd bring him every year. And we just listened to him as we went to bed. It was great.
The old serials.
Yeah.
Back in the day when, all it took for, heroes to get out, for people to know about them, was the radio, and you sat around and listened and tried to see what was going on,
That's a cool thing, though.
Yeah.
Like the Shadow, the Phantom, the Green Hornet.
Green Hornet was a TV show. Always has been.
There's also a radio show.
It was a radio show,
Yep.
but it was a radio show alongside the TV show.
Green Hornet had Bruce Lee. That was cool.
Yeah, Kato.
Kato. Oh my God, that was. The
I guess
show.
there were a few Green Hornet serials before the TV show, so you're right.
Yep. One thing about comics is we talked earlier about Silver Age, and the age of comics, they're slowly, like, they're always changing. And lately with Marvel, we were talking about the other day, that it seems like they try to bring back certain ages with certain groups. You've got the new Champions, or I think they are just the Champions or something. It's the new Miss Marvel, Kamala Khan. You've got Amadeus Cho Hulk. You've got the daughter of the Vision. You've got these younger
You
heroes.
got the new Incredible Iron Man.
Yes, I don't remember her name for the life of me.
She's like the 16-year-old black girl who, at the age of 16, reverse engineered Tony's suit.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he, instead of getting in trouble for going into his lab and all this, he just passed the torch.
Yeah, because alright, so for those who don't know, it's at the end of Civil War, Carol Danvers has him up, and she looks like she's bringing him down for a death blow. And then, the moment that issue got out there, 2 months later, the Incredible Iron Man came out, and Tony's nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Tony's been missing for over
What
a
happened
year.
at the end of Civil War is you see Hank McCoy and somebody else, I'm not sure if I remember who, standing, and they just got done doing not really an autopsy, but a full body scan of him, and he's been experimenting on himself with arc tech, arc reactor tech, and they don't know how long it's been going on, but it's pretty much destroyed his body. Similar to things that, Banner did to himself.
And I love the beginning of Civil War II because, so for those who don't know, Civil War II is an Inhuman comes about Ulysses, and he can see possible futures.
The future probability of it.
Well, Carol wants to use these to stop the events from happening, and Tony doesn't trust it.
Because it's been done
Because
before
it's
with...
probable.
So
It's
him and
not
Carol start butting
guaranteed.
heads, and
People
Captain
choose
America sides with Tony on this one because they didn't want another Civil War. Because Tony said, Steve, I trust your judgment. No one here is a better judge of character than you. If you tell me to back off, I will.
And Steve said something along the line of,
I'm with you, Tony.
we've seen what's happened before when
And
people
so
of our caliber go up
They
against
start
each other.
arguing, and in the middle of their argument, Carol goes, Tony, I love you. And it picks up on the story from, I think, the late 70s, where Ms. Marvel and Tony had a love thing. But
That would have been the 80s.
in
Yeah,
the middle of
80s.
this, Ulysses has a vision where there's just piles of dead superheroes around, and the Hulk is raging
You're skipping ahead quite a bit.
No, I'm not. That's the middle of that episode.
We've got a limited episode here.
Right. What happened was, what really set off the fight was Rhodey, War Machine, goes with Danvers on one of these trips that Ulysses predicts where Thanos is coming to the moon. And they meet him there, and Thanos
kills
breaks
everybody.
She-Hulk and puts his fist through Rhodey,
Yeah.
which sets
Yeah,
off the
Thanos kills everybody. Do you know why?
Not everybody. He only kills one
They
person.
stopped him,
Okay,
but-
fine, but do you know why Thanos kills everybody? Because, without fail, Thanos always kills everybody.
Death, or not Death, but Thanos is the person who considers himself the envoy or ambassador of Death because he loves Lady Death, which is why he also hates Deadpool.
Because she loves him.
Yep.
Which is why he can't die.
Yeah.
No,
And-
he can't
he
die
can't
because he's
Die
cursed.
because he's cursed.
Yeah. But going back to the Civil War, so Ulysses predicts all these events. The new Spider-Man Miles Morales killing Cap, which doesn't happen, but it wrecks him
Speaking of-
mentally.
What do you think of Miles Morales?
I think he is Spider-Man. I mean, you want to
He
talk
is
to me
the new
about Peter
Spider-Man.
Parker or Miles? I think Miles has more mental fortitude. He's got more,
different abilities.
He's got different abilities. He's got a different way, a more superior way, according to me, of looking at things than Peter Parker did. Because in his universe, Parker dies,
Yep.
and he takes all those lessons that he's learned from Parker and just picks it up and goes above and beyond.
Next question.
I have another one.
What do you think of Spider-Ham?
Ah, yes, Spider-Ham, and then you've got what is it? Or the Frog Thor, that whole universe where Throg, there we go. It's Throg, Iron Mouse, their whole little brigade.
What was Captain America?
I don't recall them
You're
having
the
it.
sheep.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so.
You might be right.
But Bruce Banner's dead in
Yes.
the continuity.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner got shot by
A special made arrow that he made.
for Hawkeye to fire at him when he appeared to
Couldn't.
shift.
Couldn't come out of it.
The second he started to shift, thwang right in the head.
Heart.
Was it?
Yeah,
Heart?
there's in the
Yeah.
heart.
Killed
Hawkeye
him.
will always shoot the heart first.
That started the Occupy Avengers event that happened where Hawkeye steps down and becomes Hawk Guy, just a regular dude who occasionally stops crime.
Hawk Guy sounds too much like Hawkman from
Yeah.
DC.
Then you have Kate Bishop, who picks up the mantle. T'Challa, Black Panther, recently, I think, stepped down or something happened. I haven't really read the comics, but I'm hoping to. And Shikala, I can't really pronounce it properly. His daughter takes up the mantle of the Black Panther. Shikala. I believe that's it.
Yeah.
Jane Foster's Thor, which, for now,
Yes.
he's picking the hammer back up
So she's currently filling the spot of Odin.
yeah, well, Ragnarok happened. He kind of
Yeah.
got boned.
Yeah, Jane Foster is Thor.
As long as
That's
she-
just a cool ass storyline where she's got cancer.
As long as she is
As long as
Thor,
she's
she doesn't
Thor,
suffer
she
from
doesn't
cancer.
suffer from cancer.
Correct. That's
I
a
loved
beautiful
her
story.
interaction with Gwenpool.
Where Gwen?
I
okay,
haven't read a lot of Gwenpool.
so Gwenpool's story is she's just like us. She's a nerd,
She's from our world.
and she finds her way into the universe thinking that I know all this knowledge. I could be a great hero. So she kind of has the Deadpool mentality, but reversed. Well, it screws up their universe quite a bit because she meets Miles Morales, Spider-Man. First thing she says is, "Oh, Miles," and he just, what? There's a scene where she's become one of MODOK's minions because she is kind of bad at the hero thing. She starts off killing people and stuff. But Jane Foster, Thor, is attacking them and she yells, "Jane, stop!" Because something's about to happen. And Jane Foster immediately just drops the hero act and goes, "Who are you? What did you say?"
Time out.
Yeah, the Gwenpool's response is time out. Like,
I need to read a lot of.
I have
Gwenpool.
quite a bit lying around. These last 3 months, I'll buy my comics and I'll put them up. I haven't been reading.
I've got to buy my comics. I've got like 6 issues of Tank Girl Gold
Oh, yeah.
on back issue.
On the DC front, they had the Rebirth. I'm still getting into that. I'm still learning a bit about it. Green Lanterns are back. That's cool for me.
Actually, didn't they have something after Rebirth?
No. The
Flashpoint
new
happened
40.
first.
It was the new 42,
New
then
52.
Flashpoint. Yeah, new 52, Flashpoint,
Rebirth.
Rebirth.
Got it.
Flashpoint caused the
And
Rebirth.
and between Flashpoint and New 52 was Conveyance.
Convergence.
Convergence, where
yeah.
the universes collided.
And now,
where they were
in
setting up the
the
New 52.
Rebirth, the Watchmen are now in the DC universe.
Yep.
Oh, and I'm holding every part of myself back here. I want Static Shock. They even in Injustice 2, they made a character and everything for it.
He's in the DC universe. He has been in a while.
Okay.
But he hasn't come back into the spotlight.
As moderator of this podcast,
You're a moderator now?
no, I'm just lead host. As host of this podcast, I am bringing this discussion to an end, and I'm going to ask,
I'm not picking this up to do music. I'm just leaning on it.
will you play us out?
What am I doing?
Play us out. Just something bluesy,
Oh,
slidey.
slidey. Oh, okay. That would require lovely sound of retuning.
That's a good
That
one.
would require drop D and
There we go. Thank you guys so much for
Yeah.
having me on your
being
show.
here.
thanks for
Yeah,
being
thank
Oh
here.
my God, no.
Maybe we'll get you on some other time.
I hope so. Pleasure's all mine. Any of you ever watched this is not comics, but why I like the original Spider-Man movies was Sam Raimi. You guys ever watch Xena at all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Xena, oh yeah,
Oh,
grew up with
Xena
that.
and Hercules.
Xena's my favorite show. I actually, the guy that played Joxer, I actually met him at our local Walmart because he was coming through town on an acting gig and junk. But,
Nice.
That's amazing.
yeah, it's weird.
Walmart just got cooler.
Right?
Like one time
Ted,
ever. But
Ted Raimi was there. It's true. What am I playing? I don't know.
Whatever you want.
I'll do another Muddy Waters one.
You can play a original of yours if you want.
We're gonna do another Muddy Waters one. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna keep you waiting, Destry, for your music.
Oh no, I'm saying any of your other ones.
Oh, I already. Hell,
Ooh, what about Hallelujah?
I already put it in open G. All right, fine. I will play that. We could do that. No, I'm doing. I don't. No, I'm not gonna be compromised. Let's. We're not gonna do emotional songs. Let's. Just,
Okay, okay,
yeah.
okay.
Well, I'm going back down south. Won't you come? Going back down south, child. Don't you wanna go? I'm trouble. Oh, word mine. Well, I ain't never been satisfied. Just can't keep on crying. Well, I feel like snapping pistol in your face. I wanna make some graveyard. Oh, you will some place and I'm trouble. Oh, word mine. But I ain't never been satisfied. I just can't keep on crying. Well, I know my little old babe, she's gonna jump and shout. That old train will be late, man. I come walking out and I'm trouble. More word mine. Well, I have never been satisfied, and I just can't keep on crying.
Thanks for listening.
Thank you.